How's it going, everyone? Laughing here, and today I'm going to be reviewing season 2 of RE0. But before I do that, I'm also going to do a kind of a quick, brief kind of go over of season 1, give a quick review of that, and then we'll kind of hop into season 2. There will be some mild spoilers. I'm not going to be kind of going over all the characters, all the plot elements, that sort of thing. It's all going to be very generalized. So if you haven't watched it, season 1 especially, I recommend watching season 1 before the video, or at the very least before I start talking about season 2. But if you just kind of want to have a general idea of what the series is, whether or not you should watch it or not, then feel free to continue watching. I just kind of want to give everyone kind of a general heads up. There will be some minor spoilers. So for season 1, our main character Subaru, not the car, but the character Subaru, wakes up in another world. So it is an isekai anime where something happens and they end up in another world. So just a Japanese teenager basically, and he wakes up in a fantasy world. There's elves, witches, demons, stories of dragons, all these knights, a bunch of crazy stuff which is going on. So he wakes up, finds a girl named Amelia, basically instantly falls in love and tries to help her. And as he's kind of going through, he finds out more about the world that he's now in, and then suddenly he dies. And that's the end of season 1. He's just dead and that's it. I'm just kidding. No. So he dies and then comes back to life, and he starts where he started off initially. He remembers everything that happened to him leading up to his death, but basically the world's reset. It's kind of like hitting a checkpoint in a video game. And each time he basically completes whatever mission, whatever objective he's trying to do at that time while keeping himself alive as well as those that he cares about, he hits a checkpoint and then he can kind of continue forward with the story. I really actually like this story element because each time we're kind of going through the story, Subaru kind of obviously fails, has to start all over, but each time we find out more and more about the world, the characters, what have you. And it's really interesting to kind of see how Subaru kind of picks apart and figures out the life puzzles that are ahead of him. And over the course of season 1, he deals with demons, cults, politics, assassination, and huge beasts of calamity. It's very, very, very interesting world that he kind of just found himself in. I really like the fact of how much the anime kind of kept me on my toes, because we could kind of be going through it normally, like the anime kind of hits a point sometimes, and Subaru's kind of going through the motions, doing stuff, and then instantly, like that, he's dead, has to start all over. Sometimes we don't even know why he died or what happened. So it's interesting finding out kind of what happened to him sometimes and how he's going to fix and figure out whatever puzzles he's in. Really keeps you on your toes, and really interesting story development with it as well. And I just really loved how they kind of took this element and kind of ran with it in the anime. Very, very, very impressive, and just overall enjoyable. Because it is season 1 of the show, there are some slower moments for some world building, getting to know the characters, some backstory, that sort of thing. But in general, season 1 is very, very, very good. There were like a few parts where the characters kind of did stuff I was just kind of like, why'd you do that? Like, that really wasn't all that smart, or just kind of didn't make sense to me at the time. But otherwise, I mean, season 1 is a roller coaster. It is a ride. Very much recommend it. And I'm actually going to give season 1 a 9 out of 10. Like, superb start to an anime. I was really, really impressed, and it made me even more excited to get into season 2. Going into season 2 is actually pretty intense right off the bat. One of the main characters gets gravely hurt, and everyone but Subaru actually knows about their existence, which is pretty wild. So then Subaru, Amelia, and the also very hurt other character ends up at the mansion where they find out that half the villagers nearby, as well as Rosewall, who is basically the mansion owner, they're at a place called Sanctuary, where a good portion of season 2 actually ends up taking place. The main characters go to the Sanctuary, where Subaru has to complete a lot of different things. There he kind of has to confront his past while helping Emilia confront hers as well. There's also a very large mystery surrounding Sanctuary, where he has to basically unlock the secrets there. We find out the backstory of Sanctuary itself. He also meets new witches as well, with unknown kind of goals in mind, and there's more than just one of them, although there is one that is very prominent. And he also finds out one of the enemies that he has been fighting the whole time, and it's very, very interesting. It's like Subaru is basically doing a balancing act through all of season 2, trying to complete all these things at a time, while also dealing with external threats that are coming to Sanctuary and threats at the mansion at the same time. So he's balancing all these different things, and he's told constantly that he cannot save everyone. Someone somewhere is going to die, and there's nothing he can do about it. And that's basically most of season 2, is him once again trying to figure everything out, trying to uncover the secrets of everything that's going on, while also trying to save everyone at once. And I gotta say, like, season 2 is extremely interesting. They do a very, very good job of keeping everyone intrigued with what's going on. We get a lot of awesome character arcs, story backgrounds, what have you. There are very few slow moments in season 2 where it's kind of boring. There are slower moments, but they are very significant more times than not, where we find out some very crucial and important pieces of information for characters or for the plot or kind of what have you. I was very impressed with the writing in season 2 as a whole. The writers did a fantastic job of really balancing all the crazy stuff that's going on all at the same time, while also kind of keeping it interesting and cohesive. The characters in season 2 are just fantastic. Even a lot of the characters that I thought were really flat in season 1, many of them get great backstories. We get to find out their motivations, kind of what makes them who they are, and just overall fantastic story arcs as well. I think Emilia is kind of the standout character with that. Season 1, kind of flat. Like in general, I really liked her, but it wasn't like my favorite kind of like heroine or female character in the show. But after season 2, like, yeah, she's a fantastic character. They did a really good job with her, and it's just really good to see like the writing kind of expand and kind of bloom for a lot of these characters that either I was just kind of like meh on, or even some characters that I didn't even like. They just did a fantastic job kind of exploring them. We get to, like I said, we get to know more of their motivation, and it's just really awesome. They did a really good job with that in this season. The general story build up for season 2 is fantastic, leading up to the finale. I watched like 2 or 3 other shows along with RE0, and I'd always come back to RE0. This was the show I always came back to first when it came to other stuff, and that's even against like Goliath, like Attack on Titan, which I've been watching since like 2013 or whenever that first came out. So really impressive overall, and the finale itself is just super good. Just fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite season finales in a really long time for any anime, television, what have you. They just kind of knocked it out of the park. They tightened a lot of the loose ends that were either in season 1 or started in season 2. Really great kind of payoff for a lot of those as well. But there's still enough going into season 3 that I'm also really excited for season 3 at the same time. The whole season, the whole story, everything was kind of such a good bouncing act through everything. And I really think the studio really nailed it, just kind of with everything, to be honest with you. I'm just overall super impressed. I really hope going forward, White Fox Studios is really able to kind of continue on the path that they're on, because if they keep on doing what they're doing now for season 2, just a little bit more action, if at all possible, because the action sequences they really nail. I just kind of want more of that. We got a 10 out of 10 for season 3 if they can continue doing what they're doing, and if they keep on doing this all the way to the end of the whole series, this is easily going to be one of the most 2 must-watch animes to date, which I feel like we haven't really gotten a whole lot of those in the last few years, for me personally anyway. So just really excited overall. Season 2 really knocked it out of the park, and just overall very impressed. All in all, season 2 just super solid. Great character growth, great story build up as well. Combined all together brings RE0 a 9.5 out of 10. Just a fantastic series, and I'm super excited to see where it goes from here, how it can grow, how it can build. I'm super pumped for season 3, and I really hope they're able to kind of nail it going forward. Yeah, just in general, great job. And I dare to say this is a must watch series as it is to date. Like I said before, hopefully they're able to continue this awesome trend going forward. No more Game of Thrones issues. Just continue doing what you guys are doing. And this is just going to be a must-watch anime for years to come, which I'm really just excited about in general. That is it for my review. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Did you guys love season 1 or season 2 or both seasons of RE0 starting in another world? Like I said, let me know down in the comments below. Also, hit that like button and subscribe for more anime reviews going forward. I got a few more I gotta pump out, and then we'll be done with this anime season. Yeah, hit that like button and subscribe. I do want to say thank you so much for watching. You guys are fantastic. Do something great for yourself, and as always, take care.